Do you have that? You hear me? What's going on, Team MG? It's your boy, Michael Gascon, the horse guru, and we're here in Grand, Washington, and we're working with Maximo. He's a 10-year-old Paso, has a trotting problem. We're gonna try to get him gaiting today. My mind is a beautiful mind. It has sticky pads everywhere you go. First sticky pad I already noticed is this horse is kind of asleep. The owner says he has a problem of tripping and stumbling and bumbling a little bit and doesn't gait. I notice he's kind of dead to the world. Like right now, you see him kind of sleepy. When you're thinking about gait, I want you to think about trot on one end of the spectrum and pace on the other end. Usually your pacey horse is going to be your nervous, tense, tight, high-headed horse. For him, you're going to want to drop that head and get him relaxed. And in the middle is gait. Your trotty horse is going to be the sleepy, kind of well-rounded horse that is a little bit sleepy and is not giving us any energy and heavy on the forehand, and because of that, they're kind of stumbling and bumbling, they're kind of trotting around, they're just not giving you energy. And we're gonna try to pick their head up and give them some energy, and all of a sudden that will get them to gait. We'll be able to bring them from either end of the spectrum back to gait. And it's gonna start right here like we do with everything else. Start from the ground. We wanna get them backing up nice and easy. There we go. So the faster and easier I can get him backing up, the more energy I'll be able to get him going forward. So it's not for him just not to back up, but to back up at whatever speed I come forward. There we go. It's like, man, it's a lot of energy you got going on right there. Look, I can see his whole eye now. So he passed kindergarten, we're gonna move to first grade. I stand in the middle of my circle. I'm looking him right in his eye. I want him to look at me. And if I'm working on a trotty horse, notice usually when you see me doing these circles, I'm calling their head downward. I'm asking for them to be calmer and more relaxed. You see how I'm allowing his head to be up? I'm asking him to move with a little energy. There we go. Come on. I'll pop his shoulder if he doesn't move it. There we go. Head up. There you go. Nice, buddy. Look at me. Look at me. There you go. Open your eyes. Wake up. That's it. There we go. Oh. So I want you to think about it like this. We're talking about butts, my favorite subject. Anywho, whenever his head's down, his butt is out. This makes him trot like a quarter horse. If we pick his head up, his butt's gonna come in, and then his back feet are gonna land first, and that's all that gait is. It's not some special, amazing thing. It's simply their back feet are landing first. So instead of trotting, landing like this, that back foot's landing first because of the timing. So the very first and most simple thing that we can do is simply pick his head up. Then if we can add a little energy under saddle, all of a sudden, now we're going somewhere. All right, next thing we're gonna do is drop his head. Make sure that he's respectful. His favorite place to be, so it's not a problem at all. You notice he has a beautiful green halter to match with all his awesome tack. For you guys watching at home, if you want a beautiful halter, you just go to the button. You can find it on the same website. All my members out there, you know you get deals on all this stuff. Anybody who's not a member should be a member so they can get awesome deals on all this new stuff. So one of the things you're gonna notice is you always have to look for the pros of a horse. Everybody's always finding the cons. Oh, a horse doesn't do this. What does the horse do? The fact that he's calm and quiet, I love that. Look at that. We don't have to get him broke. He's already broke. He's calm and quiet. Looking at the positives of the horse is going to keep you happy and positive about the work you're doing with him. So the awesome thing about this horse is desensitizing him is Joker's broke. Okay, so we don't have to beat a dead horse. He's already calm and quiet. So if you see, people ask me all the time, what, do you desensitize all the horses like this? Well, if I see that they're already, well then I'm not gonna spend any more time doing it. So this is what our fourth horse of the day, fifth horse of the day, and we've been desensitized and desensitized. This guy comes out and gives us no issue. Well, we're not gonna waste any more of our time doing that because he's already obviously very, very talented at it. So we're just gonna move to the saddle. All right, get him cinched up right here. Feel like a jockey. All right. So first thing we do, we get up here, we stand still. He's at his favorite speed. We're just gonna check and make sure the steering wheel works. Surprise here, he does it calm and quietly, just like everything else he does. Perfect. We'll disengage his hindquarters. Calm and quietly. Nice. All right. All right, so we're just thinking trotty, stumbly horse, but I'm believing without even seeing him just by the first 2 minutes of watching him, I believe he's stumbling and falling down with you and not gaiting. I have to believe he's so sleepy and not paying attention, so broke, that he's putting a lot of weight on his forehand and is just moping around like Eeyore and Winnie the Pooh, and he's just catching himself, okay? So what I would like to do is pick his head up a little bit, make him a little bit more alert, and the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna gather up the reins here. So my arms are completely extended, and I am going to have him walk off and check the brakes. And I'm gonna stop him with my body. Oh. Perfect. And the reason that I'm stopping with my arms fully extended is simple. If I hand stop him, all he has to do is throw his nose out, and my hands and wrists are so dainty and small compared to his head and neck that he can just move my hands. If I extend my arms completely and I stop like this, he has to pull my whole body out of the saddle to get a release. So what's gonna happen, whenever he runs into that wall, whenever I lean back, he's gonna start thinking, as soon as I lean back, his butt's gonna come under him. Well, if he can stop with his butt under him, he can start with his butt under him. And gaiting is starting with the back end. Gaiting is that back foot landing first. The best way to start gaiting is by stopping them with their butt under them. All right, so we'll. All right, perfect. So we have his head up, we have him in position. Now we're gonna start. I'm gonna start adding pressure to him, adding energy, but not just throwing the reins away and letting him go forward. He's almost gonna have to earn it and push for it. So. He said he doesn't like being stopped. You said I was a lazy bum and you pissed me off. So every time that he tries to hump up there, I just pull him off to the side, pop him on his butt. I want him to flatten that back out and move off with his head high. There we go. And now we have Gait. All right, so for this guy, that was kind of an odd reaction for a horse to have. I guess he didn't appreciate being woken up. But you notice his head's high now and his butt's under him. So when he was trying to hump up and that little canter stride, that was his version of a buck. Woohoo. So I was just trying to let him ride out of it because it wasn't really harmful or effectful. But then I'm like, okay, buddy, it's time. So notice I would pick his head up and over and slap his butt because I want to disengage his head and put his butt under him. So every time I'm doing that, now he's just smooth as silk because his butt's under him, his back feet are landing first, his head's up. And I'm not holding his head up. He doesn't want to put his head down because he doesn't want me to pick it back up. So now you can have the best of both worlds. You can have a super quiet horse, but you can also have a super gaited horse. And if he gets humpy or fussy with me, I'm just gonna touch him up and over and slap his butt again. Obviously, he's dull to the point that my smacking him on the butt really isn't doing much, other than saying, hey, I don't want that. So I want you to notice how his head's up. His neck is almost vertical to his chest. His butt is landing first, his back feet are landing first. There's really no pressure on the reins. I'm not holding him up there. I'm not holding him back with a big bit. See him licking his lips and processing. What just happened? Why do I have to be awake? All right, so we're just gonna check that start up again. Our reins are up. So for you guys at home who are watching on this video, me riding this horse like Jimmy the Cricket is not a training technique or maneuver. I'm doing this because I ride 10 to a dozen horses a day, catch rides at these clinics. So I just hop on anybody's saddle at whatever length they have their stirrups. And it just so happens the young lady that owns this horse has a little bit shorter legs than me. So you don't have to do this at home to get your horse gaiting. You can ride in your normal stirrups. But the moral of the story is we had a sleepy horse, like Sleeping Beauty. So I was the prince that came along and kissed him. Basically what we had to do is just pick his head up and get his butt in energy. We couldn't get one without the other. So we got his head up with a couple stops, but then he wouldn't give us any energy. And that's where the little humpy got. He was, oh, my head's up, but I don't want to go anywhere. So then he got a little humpy. I said, buddy, that's cute. Let's go somewhere. Okay? As soon as he gave us both a little effort and his head up, immediately he's a gaited horse again. immediately, very pleasant ride, nice and easy, but he just had to be reminded. He had to be reminded what he can do. And you see again, thank you for this edition of How to Get Your Horse Gaiting. Keep watching these videos because you never know what you might see. Okay. You got this.
Well, he's done that off the track.
There you see, he touched up into one side because the hump, he has to have his head down. So he pick his head up to one side and give it to him. Nice. I want you to scoot forward and roll back on your hindquarters a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Oh yeah, he's breathing. He's like, man, you made me work. All right, so if you just want to flex him one way and the other, so just pull his head here. No, I'm not gonna ask you to ride in the butt. You're gonna gait him, but he's not gonna butt. No. There you go, just pull him. See me in your junior pocket, release. Other side. Nice, that's all I want to see, okay? Pick up the reins just a little bit. There you go. Sit back, look up, take your hands up here, and ask him to gait. There you go. There you go. That's it. Kick like you mean it. Let's go, let's go. Kick, 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 kick. Come on, you got this. Kick, kick, kick with your legs. Have faith, he's not gonna butt. There we go. Kick again, kick again. Kick again, kick again. One more time. You got this. A little freedom in his face. Don't hold his face so much. Let him go. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Pick your hands up a little bit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Anytime he gives any slower than that, kick him. There we go. Told you got a gaited horse. Whoop, whoop. That's it. Circle to your left. Pull the left rein, look to your left over your shoulder. That's it, perfect. If he lulls, kick him. So that little hump or buck, it just came because he didn't know how to go forward with that energy. So when we added energy, he just humped up on us. Now that he's ready to go somewhere, he's not gonna buck with you. There we go, that's what we're talking about right there. Kick him again, he's trying to walk with you. That's it, that's beautiful. So you're gonna make that gait his happy place. Very nice, very nice. All right, kick him again. There we go. You see how that energy directly goes forward? That's the opposite of him humping up on you. Nice. Reverse and go the other way. That's it, pull left, left, left. Kick, he's trying to walk with you. That's it, go ahead, you got it. Nice. If he does that, only one hand up and to the side. Beautiful. That's it, really nice. Now stop him. Good job, good job.
I know, like I don't even know how to sit this gait.
You just sit on your bum and let him go. If he gives you any problems like that, like tries to duck his head, you're gonna pick up and over like this and just keep him going. Now that he's starting to figure out that energy means forward, okay, instead of humping up, what he was doing is no different than, say, a quarter horse bucking. Quarter horses buck into the canter because they don't know how to put that energy forward, and people will let them stop and shut down. Bucking is stopping. So for the most part, Arabians or Pasos or things that have a lot of forward don't buck. But since he doesn't have forward, he wants to stop. The humping up is trying to get you to take the pressure off so he can stop. So now that we just rode through it and drove him forward, now you can give him that energy. If he tosses his head down at all, just pick up and to the side and keep him going forward is the biggest trick. Don't try to shut him down. I gave him the freedom to see if he would just go through it. He did not. So then I fixed it by side checking him and picking his head up and driving him forward at the same time. Right? If he does the hump up into one side, this hand here is gonna go up into the side at the same time that you're kissing and adding energy. So the only time that he gets a release is whenever he just leaves his head there and gaits along. Once he realizes that gait is the easy thing for him to do, that it doesn't take him a lot of effort, he's not gonna oppose it. Just right now, he thinks that it's easier to just mosey along and walk than it is to gait. That's okay, it's still your horse. You need to be able to walk or gait, whatever you wanna do. And he has it in him, why not enjoy it, right? Absolutely. What do you think about that? That's okay, that's okay, it's very good. Want to give it another go? All right, so I want you to circle him to your right, all the way back around to the fence. There you go, turn to your right, pull, pull, pull. There you go, sit back, pull him to the right again. There you go, all right, go forward and gait. Kick, 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 kick. There we go. So if you guys at home are trying to figure out what gait is, if you look at his feet, if he's pacing, that's 2 feet on our side, the closest feet to us are landing at the same time. If he's trotting, the crossways, 2 feet are landing at the same time. And if he's gaiting, 1 foot at a time is picking up. So right now when he's going, you can count those feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, ma'am. Add a little bit more energy, there you go. And stop. Good job. So he'll get, like everything, he'll get to moving more freely and more freely the more you practice it, right? Like he just broke loose today, so tomorrow he's gonna gait even better than he did today. The next day and the next day and the next day. Every time that you gait him, he's gonna get better than the time before.
That's why I said
He's awkward because he's not giving you any energy. When you ask for that energy, that he gives you a little juice. So turn him to the left here and take him on the fence and demand a little bit more out of him, okay? All right, give him a little freedom in the face now that his head's up and kick him like you mean it. There we go, that's better. So a lot of times, a good gait is the horse that is trying a little bit, that's giving you a little effort. So you see this time, she kicked him a little bit with a little bit more intention, and since he's giving her a little bit more effort, look how her body is smoother now, how he's not lollygagging. He's under himself and he's collected with his rear end under him. If you look at his butt, his hocks are right below his butt, not behind his butt. So that horse could do that all day, he just doesn't know it yet. All right, stop. So you see that time you kicked him with a little bit more intent. He gave a little bit more. Yeah, all of a sudden he gaited a lot smoother, right? Yeah. A lot better that way. Yeah. It was just because he was giving effort that way, okay? So a lot of it is just how much effort he's gonna give you. If he gives you the effort, he knows how to gait. He's a very smooth gaiter, it's easy for him, but he has to be giving you some effort instead of just being asleep to the world. And that in itself is gonna stop the stumbling and bumbling. He's stumbling and bumbling because he's too heavy on the front end and he's not paying attention, and he's just dragging his feet over stuff and fumbling and not caring where his feet are. So a little bit more alert and a little bit more attention to what he's doing, and he's gonna be a lot more sure-footed for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Can we give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Good job. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure to get in the comments below and give us your feedback. Let us know what all problems you're having, if you're having any problems with the steps, if there's more videos or problems that you would like to see. We just want to better help you bond with your horse and help fix some of your equine problems and reach your equine goals.